Have you ever found yourself in a battle where it feels like you are dealing massive damage, yet certain heroes just won't go down? We have all been there, frustrated and wondering how to tackle those seemingly invisible opponents. Well, fret no more. In this video, we will equip you with the knowledge you need to turn the tide and win more games. So let's jump right in. Let's quickly cover what healing or lifesteal reduction really mean in a MOBA game. Healing is like replenishing your health by eating healthy food and feeling better. On the other hand, lifesteal is when a hero takes health from their opponent by attacking and adds it to their own. Just like stealing someone else's food to fill your belly. Simple, right? Now that we've got the basics covered, let's jump into the items. The first item is Fenrir's Fang. Priced at 525 gold, this physical attack component item provides 25 physical attack. But that's not all. Any source of physical damage you inflict on the enemy reduces their lifesteal by 25% for 2 seconds. This incredibly cost-effective item grants you control over heroes with strong sustain, preventing them from snowballing out of control during the laning stage. It's a popular choice among top lane heroes when facing heroes like Wolverine, Ancient One, and Falcon. Plus, that extra 25 physical attack gives you a nice damage boost for those crucial last hits in the early game. Not only that, grabbing Fenrir's Fang for the mid game will not do you any harm, since most players forgot to buy it and ended up losing the game against a sustained heavy lineup. Now here's the best part. Fenrir's Fang can be upgraded into Mjolnir, which we will discuss next. Mjolnir, priced at 1925 gold, provides you with 90 physical attack and 500 HP. Compared to Fenrir's Fang, Mjolnir takes the lifesteal reduction to a whole new level. It reduces the enemy lifesteal by 50% for 4 seconds. And that's not all. When you land basic attacks, you also have the power to slow the target's movement speed by 40% for 1.5 seconds. However, it's crucial to note that this full value of slow effect is exclusive to melee heroes. If you are a ranged hero, the slow effect will be half, which is only for 20%. Mjolnir is a popular and go-to choice for fighters, granting them both offensive and defensive capabilities such as Drax, Executioner, and Venom. Were you wrong for buying Mjolnir as ranged heroes? Of course not. There are no rules set in stone. Just experiment and see what works best for you. Now, let's shift our focus to the next item, the Shield Rifle. Priced at 1925 gold, this item provides 40 physical attack, 45% attack speed, and 25% crit rate. Just like Mjolnir, Shield Rifle reduces the lifesteal of enemy heroes by 50% for 4 seconds whenever you deal damage to them. The only difference is that Shield Rifle does not come with the slow effect from basic attacks. Stat-wise, while Mjolnir emphasizes physical attack and HP, Shield Rifle is mostly geared towards marksmen who needs additional attack speed and a damage boost through the crit rate, such as Icarus, Wasp, and Rocket Raccoon. It perfectly complements their playstyle, enabling them to shred through enemies with efficiency. Moving on to the energy item category is an item known as the Cascade of Ancient Winters. Priced at 1925 gold, this item provides 180 energy attack and 900 HP. Surprisingly, there are no component items for Cascade, which puts energy heroes at a slight disadvantage when it comes to early game lifesteal reduction. Nevertheless, Cascade boasts the same 50% lifesteal reduction for 4 seconds as Mjolnir and Shield Rifle, and is an extremely situational item to grab. For energy heroes such as Doctor Strange, Mighty Thor, and Cyclops, Cascade might come in handy at times. Cascade also brings an additional passive into the mix. When you deal damage with your spells, it leaves behind an AoE force field at the target's location, reducing their movement speed by 30% for 1.5 seconds. Keep in mind that this effect has a 12-second cooldown, so make every spell count. Last but not least, we have the Vibranium Suit, a defense category item priced at 1900 gold. With 210 armor and 500 HP, Vibranium Suit provides a solid defense against physical damage. Although its lifesteal reduction effect is a bit lower at 25%, there's no duration limit to the debuff. As long as the enemy continues attacking you, the lifesteal reduction debuff remains in effect. But here's where Vibranium Suit truly shines, the Vibranium Armor passive. Whenever an enemy uses basic attacks to damage you, it allows you to deal energy damage equal to 30 plus 25% of the damage taken. The question is, on which hero should you buy this item for? The answer is pretty much any tank that can be the frontliner and soak some damage. It's the perfect choice for countering marksmen who heavily rely on basic attacks to deal damage. Now you can watch the enemy marksman cry at the corner while typing GG easy trash in chat. Hold on, did you know that healing and lifesteal reduction isn't exclusive to these items alone? One hero with unique abilities deserves a special mention: Winter Soldier's Smoke Bomb. This ability inflicts a 50% lifesteal reduction and slow effect on enemies caught within its area of effect. So, if you are looking for an alternative to item-based lifesteal reduction, Winter Soldier might just be the hero that fits a specific draft. Now that we have delved deep into this fascinating explanation, here's a few key points about lifesteal reduction. Firstly, it's essential to note that lifesteal reduction effects does not stand on top of each other. The maximum lifesteal reduction debuff is capped at 50%. If you have multiple lifesteal reduction items in your inventory, the highest value will always override the lower values. Secondly, it's crucial to remember that lifesteal reduction items only reduce healing. They do not affect the damage dealt by your opponents. Lifesteal reduction doesn't completely nullify lifesteal abilities but significantly reduce their effectiveness. So, opponents can still heal or steal health, but not as much as they would like. Thirdly, the lifesteal reduction effect works with any spells or enhanced basic attack that deals AoE, also known as area of effect. Let me throw you some examples. Abilities such as Icarus Reckoning passive, Warp's Sting Enhanced Basic Attack passive, and Rocket's Raccoon's Machine Gun Volley active will apply an AoE lifesteal reduction if the enemy clumps up. And finally, keep in mind that since lifesteal reduction is typically applied as a debuff, it can be removed by dispel tactics. Now that you are equipped with knowledge about healing and lifesteal reduction items, you can strategically counter sustain heavy heroes and turn the tide in your favor. Remember, the importance of healing and lifesteal reduction should never be underestimated. Make sure to hit the like button on this video if it provides you value. Which of these items are your favorites to begin with? Let us know in the comment section down below. If you are interested in how to make tank heroes less effective, you might want to check the next video on the screen.